Good morning, students. Today we will continue problem set 10. There was one sum left in problem set 10. Problem number 3. Sandeep filled water in 4/7 of an empty tank. After that, Ramakant filled 1/4 part more of the same tank. Then Umesh used 3/14 part of the tank to water the garden. If the tank has maximum capacity of 560 liters, how many liters of water will be left in the tank? So students, you can assume that this is water tank, okay, and the full capacity of this tank is 560 liters, okay. Now Sandeep filled 4/7 part of the tank, okay. Then Ramakant filled 1/4 part. So they both together filled 4/7 plus 1/4. So this much of water is there in the tank. Now what is the next part? 3/14 part of the tank was used by the Umesh for gardening, right? That means out of this total water, 3/14 has been removed. So I have to add this to get the total water. What was the actual part? And out of that, 3/14 part has to be removed, and that is what is the left part of the water, okay. So whatever part is there, that can be converted into the liter of waters left over there. Is it clear? So you will note down this part and then we will proceed ahead, okay. So students, as we discussed just now, that 1/4 plus 4/7, this part is the total water filled, and out of that we have removed 3/14. So removed means subtraction. Now let's solve this part to get the simple fraction, right? Now I told you in the previous video that if denominators are not multiples, then you can cross multiply. So 4 4s are 16 plus 7 1s are 7 divided by, multiply the denominators, 7 4s are 28, isn't it? Minus 3/14, isn't it? Now here denominator is 28, here it is 14. So we can multiply by 2 in numerator and denominator to make the denominator equal, because 14 2s are 28. So I can write now 16 plus 7, 23 upon 28 minus 3 2s are 6 and 14 2s are 28. I'll remove the bracket because I have solved the fraction. Now denominators are equal, so I can subtract 23 minus 6, that is 17 divided by 28 part. That means 17/28 part of the water is left in the tank. Now total capacity of the tank is 560 liters, isn't it? So 17/28 part of 560 is left. So I will write here total water left in liters, isn't it? So now I will calculate the same thing in liters. So I write here 17/28 part of the total capacity. What was the total capacity? 560 liters. Okay, let's simplify this. 17/28 into 560. Of means multiplied. So you can divide this one. You know that 7 4s are 28, 7 8s are 56, 7 0s are 0. Then divide by 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 0s are 0. So now you are left with 17 and 20. 17 multiplied by 20, which is equal to 17 2s are 34. So 340 liters. Okay, so that is your final answer. Okay, water left in tank is 340 liters. This is your final answer. Okay. Note down the sum. Students, now we will see the next topic, showing fractions on the number line. If a fraction has to be shown on a number line, every unit on the number line must be divided into as many equal parts as the denominator of the fraction. Okay, so for example, suppose I have here numbers 3 upon 4, 5 upon 4 and 7 upon 4 as an example I have taken. So that means my fractions are with the denominator 4. So I have to divide each unit. Unit means one distance of 1, that is 0 to 1 or 1 to 2. This is called as unit, isn't it? So each unit has to be divided into 4 equal parts. So I have divided here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next one 1, 2, 3, 4. So each unit has to be divided into 4 equal parts. Okay, so how we should count it? The first part will be written as 1 by 4, then 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4. Now 4 by 4 can be simplified. 4 ones are 4. So that is our unit 1. Then 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4 and again 8 by 4, that is 4 twos are 8. So I got here 2. Isn't it? So the whole numbers need not be written as fraction because 4 by 4 can be written as 1. But the remaining numbers are the part of the whole. So you have to write it as a fraction. If you will move towards left hand side of 0, same procedure will be followed. Minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4 and so on. So we have to remember that whenever we have to represent fractions on the number line, you have to divide each unit into the equal parts of the fraction which is given as denominator. Okay, 4. So here denominator of the fraction is 4. So I have to divide each unit by 4. Okay. So note down the concept. Okay. If you will not draw this number line, it's okay. Important thing is that you will note down this heading and the fundamental. Okay. Students, now we will see practice set 11. What fractions do the point A and B show on the number lines below? So just now we have discussed about how to represent fractions. So you can see that each unit is divided into equal number of parts and the denominator is 6. That means each part is divided into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Now, the empty brackets are points A and B. That is what we need to find. So it's very simple. We can count it. Okay. This is 1 by 6. So I'll write here 2 by 6, then 3 by 6 and then 4 by 6. And then the point which is required is 5 by 6. So A has coordinate 5 by 6. Similarly, moving ahead, 6, then 7 by 6, 8 by 6, 9 by 6 and then you have B which will have value 10 by 6. So we got A and B. You can continue this further if it is required. Here we need only A and B, right? So you can mention your answer that A has coordinate 5 by 6 and B has coordinate 10 by 6. Is it clear? This is the answer for first one. Similarly, when you look at the second one, you can see that it is divided into 5 parts, isn't it? So 0 upon 5, then 1 upon 5, 2 upon 5 and then A, that is 3 upon 5. Isn't it? That can be continued. 4 upon 5, 5 upon 5 that is 1, then 6 upon 5 and then you got 7 upon 5. Isn't it? You can continue this counting 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and so on. Isn't it? So what was required is only A and B. So again I'll write here A is 3 upon 5 and B is 7 upon 5 as per my requirement. Right? Now moving to the next. Here number of parts are not written, so we will check it by counting. From 0 to 1, how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 parts. For the next one also you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means they have divided each unit into 7 parts. So it's very simple. I'll write 0 by 7, 1 by 7, 2 by 7 and B is 3 by 7. Then 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7, keep on counting 7 by 7, 8 by 7, 9 by 7, and finally I got 10 by 7. This can be continued further. Okay, 11 by 7, 12 by 7, 13 by 7, and 14 by 7, which is 2. So our answer is A is 3 by 7. Okay, and B is 10 by 7. So students, you will draw this number line. Okay, divide each unit into equal parts, and then you can write the counting. Okay, you can copy it down as it is given. Students, now see the second question of practice set 11. Show the following fractions on the number line. There are two questions over here. In the first one, 3 upon 5, 6 upon 5, and 2 is to 3 upon 5. Okay, in second one, 3 by 4, 5 by 4, and 2 is to 1 by 4. So we cannot show both of them in the same number line. We have to show it into the different number lines. For first one, we have drawn a number line, and we have divided each unit into 5 parts as per the definition, if you remember. So one unit is divided into 5 equal parts, right? So 0 can be written as 0 upon 5, 1 is 5 upon 5, 2 is 10 upon 5, and like that. So now to get my answer, I can count and mark it over here. First one is 3 upon 5. So I'll count from here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is my point 3 upon 5. Is it clear? I have marked here it as 3 upon 5. Let this be point A. Okay, as represented by A. Then 6 upon 5. So after 5, I can write here 6 upon 5. Okay, I'll mark this as point B. Then I have 2 is to 3 upon 5. You can convert this into a proper fraction. Okay, that is improper fraction. 5 2s are 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 upon 5. So you can count here from 10. I can count here 11, 12, 13. So this point is 13 upon 5. Is it clear? Which is point C. So I have shown here all 3 points. 2 is to 3 upon 5 can be shown as 13 upon 5. Okay. You can count it into a mixed fraction also. This is 2. So after 2 you have to count 3 by 5. 1, 2, 3. So you can count it like that also. 2 is to 3 upon 5. For the next one, similarly you can convert this one also. 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 1, 9. So 9 by 4. So you can see the counting 0 by 4. My requirement is 3 upon 4. So I'll write here 1 by 4, 2 by 4, and 3 by 4. So 3 by 4, I'll mark it as point A. Okay. Next, 5 by 4. So here I have 5 by 4. After 4, I will mark it as 5 by 4. This is point B. Then 2 is to 1 by 4 can be written as 9 by 4. So after 8, I can mark 9. 9 by 4. Isn't it? So like that you can mark the numbers on the number line.